Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today, like I said, we're gonna do wig restoration 101. Definitely for color treated closures or wigs. And I also wanted to do a little experiment. So as you can see, I have the silicone bamboo. I did see a lot of reviews on this, so I think it's pretty good. I just haven't tried it. I kind of stuck with the basic regular silicone, but I wanted to try something new. As you can see, this has vitamin E, vitamin C, and vitamin F. And then it has some almond oil and another great oil to improve the health of your hair. So we're going to try this one out today with the boil method. And then also we have silicone pearl, which is something new. These both are new to me, but it looks like they've been out for at least 2 years plus now. They just haven't really came, I guess, to Georgia because that's where I'm at right now. Anyway, so we have the silicone mix for our different hair. And I'm going to do it on two different sides. So this actually says protein pearl, basically, because this is extracted from a pearl. That's why the pearl is on top. I read a lot of reviews on what basically is good for your hair and your skin. So anything that's good for your skin should be good for your hair anyway, if it's all natural products. But like I said, the main ingredients in here would be pearl extraction. As you can see, hopefully it focuses in on that. But yeah, it's pearl extraction. So that's what we're going to do today. So, of course, I went back to the store and got me some more black soap. Because you always need that when you want to clarify and get all the gookiness off of your closure, your wigs, anything. Your real hair, too, is really good for your real hair. My hair under wigs is always washed with black soap because it basically clarifies your scalp and it just helps it better. But you definitely want to make sure you do a clarifying shampoo after you get done with the silicone, because not only is it deep conditioning it when you put the heat on there when you're boiling the water, but it also kind of makes it hard for it to come off. I don't know if you guys have noticed, if you use silicone before, it leaves a distinct smell after, even if you have washed it out with regular shampoo. So that's why I say you definitely want to go ahead and use black shampoo or black soap shampoo, or, big old thing, one of these, to be able to help you clarify your closure correctly. So this is the after result of me washing my closure. As you can see, it's no glue. It is no makeup at the top where it was when you first seen it on the other one. Oh, well, you see a little bit there, but that's okay. We're going to get that because we're going to wash it again. And then, like I said, True Glory is pretty good. They're not bad. It's not bad quality at all. It's not bad quality here, even though we're going to comb all that good stuff out. For me, what I do is, of course, I'll have a bucket. I have a little bit of cold water in here. Don't mind that. I'm not advertising them. But I just have a big bucket because I use this. I bleach hair a lot. I'm a bleaching queen. So I know how to take care of hair now. It took me a little minute, but we get it now. So now we have our big bleach bucket, which we just have a bucket with a little bit of cold water in there. And then I have my steamer, which I need to... Of course, you want to make sure you fill it up to the max. It's a little bit over. What's on the max? So we'll just keep it over here. And we'll let that sit to a boil. In the meantime, what I could be doing is combing out more hair. Okay, so what we're going to be doing while this is getting ready, we're going to be testing both sides. Let me get that hot stuff all the way to the back. We don't want it to tip over and fall on us, because that will not be a pretty scene. Here is... I'll go ahead and open up everything. And this actually, this black soap was $2.99. Usually, a bar this big lasts me about a year or two because I use it with regular shampoo as well. But I don't wash my real hair or my tracks with this every time I wash because you don't want to strip your hair of the sebum that's already in there, which is, you know, is good. Is the good stuff basically. You don't want to strip your hair of the good stuff every time you wash it. So you hear the water getting kind of hot over there. You don't need this soap right now because we already have one open. I just kind of want to see. Yep, smells like good old black soap. So now I'm gonna do two sides. Like I said, this is an experiment. So we want to experiment on both sides. So we'll have one bamboo side and we'll have one pearl side. I'm probably wanting to start off with the pearl. So yeah, I'm gonna start off with the pearl. And basically this is, it doesn't smell like the regular silicone either, but it's blue on the inside, the pearl. So we just take a little handful, put it in there, dump it in our water, take another little handful, dump it in our water. And you can just squish your hand around the one you use. So this one, and the water is boiling now. We pretty much want to go ahead and make that transition. Okay. Gotta be careful. You pour it in there. Don't want to burn yourself. As you can see, that's pretty hot. We could put some more water in there. Just a little bit more. So I filled it up again. Not all the way to the max, but as you can see, we put it right there. I need actually smells kind of good. It smells better than the other one. Once it's mixed up in that water. This is what it looks like. You can see, I don't want to touch the phone with that. Mix this up a little bit. Gotta get the hair out of the dresser. So like I said, I did put a little bit of cold water in there. Don't want to fry the hair completely. We're gonna try one side. This is what it looks like right now. Like a little lot of going on. You can see it's boiling. Once it gets to that good temperature right there, you can pour it on over. I'm gonna turn that off. We're gonna turn the steamer off. And we're just gonna gently comb from end to root. Which, like I said, True Glory is really some good hair anyway. So you don't have to worry too much about it doing a whole lot of. It can just be combed out. This is already a thin closure, but it's fine with me. So now that we combed it out for the most part, what I'm gonna do is dip it in. So I don't know if you looked at the beginning of my video, but I did emphasize that I was only gonna try. I'm gonna do the pearl on one side and then bamboo on the other. So we're just dipping it and dipping it in there. We want it to be nice and flowy. This closure looks pretty long. Uh-oh. That's a little bit of the other side in there. And let it sit a little minute. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my arm. So, we're just dipping it in silicone and bringing it right back out. I would rinse it with cold water and let it sit for a while, just so, I don't know. I just feel like when you put your head under hot and I try to treat my weave like my real hair, because it lasts longer that way. Instead of going back and buying hair, I've had hair for like almost 3 to 2 years. So if I'm buying something new, it's just because I want to add on, like I want to add on a closure. This closure. I want to say this particular closure is not that old. This one's not that old. But the wig that I am going to bring back to life, this one is about to be 2 years old in April. This is about to be 2 years old in April. It has been through the wire. I have bleached this 2 and 3 times already. The reason why I bleached it the last time is because I wanted to take the orange out, but I changed my mind. I was like, you know what? I already have a wig that's already that orange color. It's not the color that I want it to be, but I'm going to take my time this time and I'm going to get it right. Because as you can see, the bottom part of it is pretty much gone, but the orange is a little bit at the top, so it looks kind of strawberry right now. And I didn't like the length. As you can see, it kind of, it's short stops, so it's probably like a 10-inch up here, and this stops about right here. And I want all my hair to kind of be like, kind of coming to the same length, because it looks very choppy right now. Because it still has its curl pattern, but not all the way. So we're gonna bring this one back to life as well. But we won't have to do so much. It is dry, and the ends do need to be clipped, as you can see. They need to be clipped. The ends need to be clipped on here. I didn't clip them because I just wore it like a wet and wavy style. But for this particular style, I'm going to wear it in. I'm definitely going to be cutting it, but it's going to be thicker. I want to be a little bit thicker, adding a little bit of tracks, even though it's not that much room to add tracks in it. It kind of is, but it's not. I'll be adding tracks between these rows right here, just so it can have like a little bit of fuller look. It looks full to me, but not really. Some can be added on, because it looks super thin because it's a single track, not a double track. I like double track wigs, and those are usually the ones I make myself, but I haven't been doing that lately, because I've just been doing protective styles. But now, since fall is coming, we want to get into this fall color. So yeah, I did get a couple of different colors, and I'm just talking while we're waiting, while we're letting it sit for a little minute, letting it basically get in there good. I'm gonna brush it out in a few, but anyway, I want to do like a fall color because I love auburn. Like an auburn orange is so pretty to me. And I think it fits me well as blonde. So blonde and orange are probably the only two colors that I will really play with. Any other color I'm kind of iffy, because it's like, I'm already a little bright skin, so it would be too much to be doing. Gonna do a whole lot. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, this is the wig, and I'm probably gonna take these combs out. I don't like combs. It makes my head itch. It makes me itchy. But it's also kind of good to have if you're gonna be partying and turned up a little bit, because you don't want to be looking crazy. But yeah, for the most part, that's what it is. So now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna comb this out a little bit. We usually don't start from the root. It's not a good thing to do. Ooh, shit, it's hot. Ooh, it smells good. It smells really good with the hot water. It smells better than the other silicone, for sure. smells really good. I'm being very lazy right now, so I don't feel like combing it out, but I will. A regular old brush. Woo, hot. So we're dipping it. We're dipping it. We're dipping it. The water is still pretty hot, so we're still gonna let it sit for a little while. And we're just massaging it like it says, like the direction says. Because it says 3 minutes, but you kind of want to let it sit in and cure for a while. Until you basically feel really comfortable with how it may feel later on. Because you're still going to wash this out anyway, but not in such hot water. You don't want to damage the hair. Yeah, so we're going to let it sit for a couple more minutes. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna wash. Well, yeah, we can wash it up. Can't see the steam coming off of it that much. But we're just gonna pour this down the drain. It's the same method if you were to do it all together. Like I said, I just want to see if it's going to be different. So next, we're going to try the bamboo. And this is cold water that we're just putting the one side off in. We're going to wash it at the same time. We're just going to get one side of it. Turn that on, turn that off. Now, hands are kind of wet. Now we're going to put about two little dollops and bamboo in there. Bamboo smells a little different, smells better. I like the smells. I like it better than the regular silicone. And like I say, what I'm doing, I'm just mixing this with a little bit of cold water because you don't want it to be like super duper hot. Because this is for color hair. If you're doing black hair, then boil it away. Because, I mean, if you're not a heat-seeking person like me, then you're good. But I don't want to over-damage the hair by boiling it too much. Because even though this is a steamer, the water gets very, very hot. It gets as hot as a actual stove. Probably hotter. Faster, too. So I would just keep in mind of that if you're having colored hair and trying to boil it. Oh, it's a coming now. It's a boiling now. So it is boiling. It is boiling. You want to hear that that we're about to hear soon. There you go. It's boiling, so we're going to pour it in there. Now we just want a little bit more. Probably to the middle. So you basically kind of can eyeball it the way you would like to. I don't fill mine all the way up because I don't need to. Just restoring the moisture so it can be flowy. That's what we want. We want it to be flowy in the wind bullseye. That's what we want. Alright. So it's getting to where we want it to be. I got this, my little steamer, I got this from Macy's. You can get a smaller one. That may take you longer. It's really up to you what you want to do. But what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and dip this side. Oh, it smells so good being boiled. I know this sounds weird, but it just smells really good. It's like some type of aromatherapy. I love the smell. It smells so good. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna dip it. We're gonna keep dipping it like we're doing watercolor. Right? We're just gonna dip it, dip it, dip it, dip it. It smells so good. You guys, it smells so good. I love the way it smells. We're just dipping and we're gonna keep dipping. So of course I don't have like that panoramic view to where you can see it. And I ain't gonna get it down too much lower. But it smells good. And this is what it looks like when it's boiling. It spilled none. There we go. You see the steam. It's really hot. It's really, really hot. So we're gonna let it sit a little bit longer. We just want to make sure that we clean it once we get done so it will come off good. They smell so good. I like hair products that smell really good because I don't like the ones that kind of have that bad, weird smell after. It feels good so far. And we're just waiting. We're just waiting. We're just waiting. We're just waiting. Just waiting. We're just waiting. So we'll see you on the next video. It's gonna take a little bit longer for this to dry. Not dry. For it to absorb the way we would like it to. So catch you on the next video.